Wakey, Rise and Shine, it's good afternoon time. Live and direct from the YouTube side.
Big up everyone. I hope everyone's well. I hope everyone's enjoying the weekend. So there's going to be no video tomorrow, obviously because I'm at my mum's. But that could change depending on the weather. But I probably will be going anyway. There will also be no video on Thursday because Thursday is actually the 9th. I did actually say Friday was the 9th yesterday, but no, Thursday's actually the 9th. So there'll be no video on Thursday either. So last night I got in about 6 o'clock, and I jumped on ALW's live stream. I was gonna go because we have like a firework display. I think I went last year and live streamed it. I think it was last year. I'm sure it was last year. But this year it was just too cold and too dark, and I didn't get in till like 6 o'clock, and I think it started at like 6:30, 7 o'clock or something. So I would have been in a rush anyway. So I just thought I'd jump on ALW's live. Yeah, big up to ALW. He does some good lives. I'll be leaving his link down below because we have got him on this morning. We've got Monk. We've got a little bit of ALW and a little bit of John Smith. So it's actually quite a shortish one today. So it'll upload a little bit quicker. So last night, obviously on ALW's, I think I was on there for the full stream. But come like 9, half 9, I was a bit worse for wear, so I stopped talking a little bit and I was just kind of giggling to myself. I was giggling at things that weren't even really funny. I was just sitting there giggling to myself. So I think the bit that I'm putting on, it's more other people talking. That's because, like I say, I was a bit worse for wear. But if you don't know who the person that they're talking about, it's somebody called Kelly Caldwell, because I know there was a few people in the chat last night that didn't know who was being talked about, but it's a fella called Kelly Caldwell. I shared something onto my community page actually, and the video isn't really a good interpretation of him, but I'll give you one at some point. So we'll start with these lives and I'll come back to you at the end.
Why, what's Steve done, Jim Star? I missed that. Hey, we've got Muggles in the building, which means I'm going to have to turn the speakers down. Otherwise, he comes flying in like a madman in the building.
Hey up, mate. Sorry. Nice one. Big up Jim Star, fella. Nice one. Respect, man. Buzzing for his kid. Honestly, mate, when Jim Star said that and you put that song on, it just cheered me right up, man. I'm telling you, it was buzzing.
Yeah, that's what it's all about, mate. Fucking keeping the shit positive, Boise.
I got given a guitar the other day.
Did you?
So I need to practice it.
Can you play it?
No, can I yell? I got I met someone off here called Mags Maggie in the Christmas of 2020. She bought me a ukulele, you know, and it's still in its bloody box. I need to get it tuned. Mental, innit? Bloody nearly 3 years, and I hadn't had it out the box.
What, the ukulele or the guitar?
Hey, isn't that weird? Phil comes along when I pop up. He knows when there's a celebrity in the house. Let's go, Phil. Come on, man.
Oh, wait a minute. I just got to go and check on my phone that Phil's wearing his blue suit. I like seeing him in his blue suit, man, because he hates being a mod.
Good to see you, Phil.
This guy hates being a mod, so it's always nice to just look at him in a blue suit, man, and know that he can't do anything about it. He's fucking brilliant.
How are you, mate? You all right?
I'm sound, man. I've fucking been wallpapering today, Boise.
Oh, nice one.
Been wallpapering.
I've got a thing. I knocked my front tooth out, and I've had it fixed today, so I'm buzzing.
What? The same tooth that you knocked out, or just like you've had it
Yeah,
repaired?
it snapped right to sort of like the gum line.
Right.
So I thought, oh, he's going to have to pull it out, but he ain't. It's like he's put a temporary whatever in now, but then he needs to. There's another job he needs to do to finish it off.
Oi, did you have to pay for that?
You what?
Did you have to pay for that?
No, if I had to pay for it, it'd be shocking.
I was going to say,
I'm so appreciative for the NHS, man.
Yeah, you done well to get
it
done then, bro.
No, I'm telling you, mate.
Dentist that will see you.
The actual dentist who does the work, he goes above and beyond. You know, he's told me that, you know, the denture I've got, he said you should have sort of like a cheaper version.
Right, okay.
You know what I mean? So he's a really good dentist, really is.
Yeah. Fair play. So what else you been doing then? You been playing snooker today?
Yeah. I'm telling you, mate. You're right. I potted a green that I thought, oh, there's no chance of me potting that. You know, like where the D, don't you? Where the green, yellow, and brown go. Yeah. And the black on the black spot.
Yeah.
I was basically, the white was on the brown spot, so in the middle, so it was straight, right? And I cut it into the side pocket, this green, and then so that was my best shot of the game. We only had one frame, and then Dan's was he deliberately did it, cannoned a red onto a red, then it was 3 reds that he knocked, and to knock the third one in. That was his best shot of the game.
Oh, how much do you pay for your snooker? Do you pay by the hour?
No, it's just free. You can pay 20p for 8 minutes.
Yeah. So you got one of them machines that you put in a machine that turns the light on, does it? Yeah. So we got 2 places here. We got one that charges you like, I think it's like £3 an hour for the pool tables, and I think it's like $3.80 for the snooker table an hour. And then we got another place, that like you've got there. They got a machine, you put £1 in, it gives you so many minutes for £1. It turns the light on the snooker table.
Yeah.
But they both work out about the same, mate. You know what I mean? If I put £3 in that machine, it's about an hour. So they roughly work out the same.
So it costs, you have to pay £3 for deposit, and then it's £1 for 30 minutes, so £2 for an hour.
Yeah, so we don't have to pay deposit because we're members. So we just go in there. We just go in there, sign a book. They give us a set of balls, and then it's just put on a table. Yeah, well, come on, mate. You know, around here we all ain't got balls, so we need a good set. But no, that's what. Yeah, then we just play, and then go and tell them they turn the thing off, and then they just say, 5, 6, whatever quid it is. Do you know what I mean? However long you've been there.
Nice one. Are you in a town?
Yeah, I'm literally. I'm 5 minutes walk from the town centre.
Yeah, nice one.
Literally 5 minutes walk, mate. Which is all right in a way, but
Hey, did you get hit with any of that bad weather in the last couple of days?
Yeah, we got a lot of wind, quite heavy wind, and we got a lot of rain. Like my garden's saturated, bro. Saturated. But we didn't get any trees down in the area or nothing like that.
Yeah, there was I usually go the street way when I go down the town, but I went the back way, right? And there's this tree that's fucking how wide would you say it was? It's nearly 1 meter wide, you know, at the sort of like the trunk of it. And then there's this big branch coming off it, and I mean it was real thick. And over the years, I've been thinking the council needs to cut that down because that's going to snap on someone that. And on this day when I went down, day before yesterday, pissing down with rain, and then I was burning down on my bike. And I couldn't believe it. I had to duck down on my bike. I thought, that's well low. And when I went by it today, the council must have gone down that day and cut it down. Yeah, because that was going to... Lucky that it didn't fall on anyone.
Oh, muggles, right? Seriously. I worry when we have big storms, because I've got a tree outside my house. And like the tree, trees that are in the street. So they're like basically there's a path concreted all over them. Yeah, it's just a tree coming. It looks like it's coming out of your path. Yeah, but it's not.
Yeah,
It's basically a path. Yeah, and no word of a lie. It's got when you're walking down the street, down my street, this tree, the way it leans towards my house, bro. And honestly, every time you have a storm, I'll fucking go to bed with this anxiety, like, fuck, am I gonna get woken up tonight with a big crash? Just landing on my house.
That's awful,
the only thing I'm lucky about with my house is it's a steel framed house. So I reckon the tree would land on it and it would be all right.
What do you mean by a steel framed house?
It's steel framed. It's not like your normal house, brick, breeze block, all that lot. It's an old school house. It was built for the Second World War. They was built in the 1940s. So it was put up. It's a steel frame. The whole frame of the house is steel. Then it's bricked up. So they're like prefabbed houses, if you want to call them. Yeah. Even my floor upstairs is a concrete slab. I can't pull up no boards upstairs and go into no pipe work. It's concrete slab.
That's mental.
It's not a flat. It's a house.
Oh yeah, I was just gonna say that's just like the flats here.
Yeah. It's not a flat. It's a house, bro. It's a 3-bedroom house. It's built so long ago. They was built for the war, bro, in the early 30s, 40s, whatever it is, whenever the war was, Second World War. But they were built for them, basically.
Oh wow.
So hopefully, if it does come down, mate, it will hit the fucking steel frame and stay there.
Well, hopefully, when it does snap, well, hopefully it never snaps. But when it does snap, hopefully the wind will be blowing it another way.
Yeah, it'll be daytime and we'll all be out. That's the one. But honestly, bro, it's a leaner. I'll take a photo of it one day, man. It proper leans. Scares the shit out of me.
Like we had, there was 3 or 4 in our front garden, conifers, and my mum planted them when we come here 30 years ago, or 35 years ago, and they've grown bigger than the house. And the next door neighbour went to the council and grassed on us. So I said, you have to have them down in 30 days or we're going to do something about it. And anyhow, surprised then, well, the roots have probably grown under the house, they were that big. But anyhow, I've got actually a video of them cutting them down. Jesus. And I got 2 slivers cut off it, about 2 inches thick. Like, so on one of them, because I found this little, in my cupboard, I found this little electric carving tool. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a clock out of one, sort of chisel out, the numbers all the way around. Yeah. And then on the other one, I'm going to, because my grandma in the front garden, there's these 3 round concrete sort of patterned things. And they've got my eldest brother's name, Dan, obviously Dan, and my name, on each one. So I'm going to do this with a wooden one, just put mum and dad on it.
Yeah,
all the actual names. Do you know what I mean? I just think it's something nice.
Yeah, nice, man.
So I'm waiting. I'm waiting.
This sounds gay as fuck. The way I'm gonna say it, yeah.
But it's all right.
No, listen, seriously. Right. I love working with wood, man. It sounds gay, but I love working with wood.
When you first said it, it went straight over my head, and I just thought, what did he just say? I like working with bloody wood, me. Banging it out all day long. That's true as well. What Phil just put's true.
What, you got knocked out?
Yeah, by Danny.
What? Bandana Dan?
My Dan.
Oh, right. Your Dan?
Yeah.
Right, okay. Fuck me. If that was Bandana Dan. Monk is woodsman. I disagree.
Where did you say that?
Hashtag Jada. Monk is woodsman.
Are you one of the woodcutters, Monk? No. I like that jacket, mate.
Yeah, my sister got it for me. It's America. It's America.
Is it Celtics?
It's from America. Huh?
Is it Celtics?
Boston Celtics, yeah.
Oh, nice one.
That's where my family's from. That's where my dad's from.
Is it?
Yeah, that's where my dad's from. Yeah, Boston.
Oh yeah. You've said about your dad. Yeah. Nice one.
I mean, I ain't gonna sit here and say I'll watch the Boston Celtics religiously, but if they come up on TV, I'll watch them. Do you know what I mean? represent the old man and that, mate. You know.
Hey, Vander, howl ahead. Hey up, YouTube idiots.
Big up
Hey,
YouTube idiots in the building causing drama wherever he goes. All the gays are wearing them leather jackets, Monk. Well, Phil, first of all, it's not leather, you cheeky cunt. It's fucking felt. It's felt from Muggles' snooker table, look. So stick that in your pipe and smoke it, Phil. Coming in here.
Phil's the best, man. It's sound.
Phil's quality. Phil's quality. But sometimes I just have to give it him back, Muggles. I have to. Even though I'm stupid doing it, because he just comes back twice as hard. But
exactly.
Big up Howlerhead. I see ya. What a name, Howlerhead.
Yeah. It's the name of a drink, isn't it? It's the name of a branded whiskey. It's a banana flavored whiskey.
I've never heard of it, but some of these names I see on YouTube.
I think Dana White owns it. You know, like Conor McGregor's fucking what's it called?
Come on, Docs. You even clocked that, didn't you, bruv? You clocked that. Man's even wearing the fucking Boston Celtics hat, mate. Yeah. When I rep, I rep.
Oh, is it bourbon?
When I rep, I fucking rep, folks. Come on.
What's it like, Howlerhead?
Banana bourbon. I bet it tastes nice, actually. I'm not really a drinker, though, bro. Like, I wouldn't sit there and have one of them, but it sounds like it would be nice. Banana bourbon. Muggles, you been to Nibble yet, mate? I'd suggest the breakfast burger, bro.
What's a nibble? What's Nibble?
I don't know. Niggles. Is Nibble a place in your town? I reckon Fleabag reckons he's from the same place as you.
That's a right good name, Fleabag TV. That's a belting name. That is class. Fucking hell, man. Fleabag, yeah, man. That's it. I got you. People get called that at school, and that was like that was getting roasted. That you've got fleas.
But look, by the dock. Do you live by the dock? Do you know where the dock is?
No.
Where are you in Hull?
Near Hull, yeah.
You're near Hull. I think that's where he's on about. Hull. Has Hull got docks? Has it got any docks though?
Yeah. Hull's a massive port. It's a real big port.
Right, there you go then. I think that's where he's on about, bro, because I see his comment earlier and he was saying about your accent sounded like it's from Hull.
Monk.
Yes.
Dan's here. Dan, will you tell Monk about that time you knocked me out at the door? He wants to know.
What you want?
Yeah, I do.
He wants to know the story of you knocking me out.
Yeah.
So Dan's going to tell you the story now. All right?
Let's go.
Go on.
Yeah, there's a bit of a background to it.
Well,
but
that's the point in the story, Dan.
Anyway, we had this confrontation, and he ended up actually getting physical with me first. He pushed me really hard into this metal chair. It was a commode for our dad. You know, he used a commode. And the metal frame, it pushed me really hard to the point where I had a massive bruise on my forearm later on. We saw this.
And what was I saying to you?
And then he was saying, get out of the house and all this stuff. And like Cam, you know, with his past, he's obviously
drug addict.
Yeah, I think he'd had something at the time, and he's telling me to get out. And I was sort of outraged. How dare you tell me? And I'm the one who's caring for Dad and all the rest of it. And so after he pushed me, you know, and he's telling me get out the door, and it was at night, innit?
Yeah.
So something snapped in me, and reacting to him having pushed me, and I ended up sadly punching him. And when I
woke up, he was leaning over me crying. See you later, Dan. So there's a story for you.
Hey, Dan, can I quickly ask you before you go about your Nora Batty slippers?
He's already gone, mate.
Oh, Phil asked me to ask him about his Nora Batty snippers.
Yeah, Phil's just jealous. He ain't got a pair. A pair of bollocks, I mean.
Fucking brilliant. This is what I'm saying, man. This is the place to be.
Sorry, Phil. I didn't mean it.
Lammy, big up, bro. I was gonna say hello, but Dan was in the middle of talking. But big up yourself, Lammy. If you want to jump on, the link is there.
Lammy,
if you just want to stay in the chat and call us cunts, by all means.
Yeah, Lammy, you do good streams, man. Chilled out.
He does, mate. He does.
Mm-hmm.
He does. And I think, do you know what? the more I watch him, the more I'm like, yeah, I can see he's struggling as well. Because it's so hard to do lives, and not have people on from different sides and try and get you like. And I can see he's there, but I think he's got it, man. I think he knows what he's doing. Lammy does.
Yeah.
Just be yourself, and just you can't go fucking wrong, Lammy.
Your channel is what it was like when I first started coming on live streams. You know, just having a laugh. You know, and that's all it was about. Was having a laugh, having just a normal chat, and fucking having a laugh. You know, and then it fucking went all shit, didn't it?
Yeah. Wait a minute.
It's good to have a channel like yours back again.
Say that again.
Me?
Yeah, what did you say? Sorry?
Yeah, it's good to have a channel back again. You know, that's a good, like your channel. It's good. It's all chilled out and that.
We'll have a little crack,
mate.
To have
a laugh and that.
Yeah. Listen, we'll have a little laugh before it gets late and everybody starts putting their costumes on and you know what I mean? I think when it gets to about 10, 11 o'clock, bro, this place turns, man.
What? So, everyone gets naked?
I think that would be just as disturbing for me as much as the words that I hear from people.
We've got 10 people on the panel, and when it turns 12 o'clock, everybody goes naked.
No, we just watch Naked Attraction together. We used to do Naked Attraction watch-alongs, man. I did. Oi, Muggles, honestly, I used to do Naked Attraction watch-alongs on a Friday night, and we'd just fucking cry, man. We'd just be crying. Just laughing at people schlong and that.
Oh, man. Right. I'm putting my camera on in 3, 2, 1.
That was scary. Yes, Rachel, I see you. Yes, Cat Weasel, I see ya. The only weasel allowed in the building is the Cat Weasel. Don't ever forget that, folks. Anyone else? They'll be leaving.
Just you and the cat. Go on, Vanda. Oh, yeah.
So what are you doing tonight?
All the top of my mouth. It feels like how I imagine women to feel, you know, like when they have lip filler. You know, because I had my mouth numbed at the dentist.
Yeah.
You know, my top lip feels as if it's proper sticking out.
Probably is.
And it feels bad.
You should try and give Dan a blowjob, see if he can tell the difference.
Oh, nice. Cheers for that, Monk. Hey, no, Monk. You ask Phil what Dan would be like if he heard that.
What would he be screwing now?
Yeah, no, Phil. I'll let Phil tell you.
Will catch unless you or I or others that are aware of what's going on will bring it to his attention. And
that's why as you said earlier on, Nitro, it is very much like The Simpsons, isn't it? Like Bart Simpson to Moe.
It is. It's like a bad Bart Simpsons cartoon.
But the thing is, you don't even have to be that slick with, you know, and Kelly, if you're listening, I'm not having a go. But you could do anything, really, couldn't you? You could do like could be the first name, IMA, and the second name could be Spaz. And he would go, big up, I'm a Spaz. How are you doing? And you're just like, Kelly,
I'll be honest.
Listen.
I'll be honest. No disrespect to Kelly, but this is my take. After almost 2 years of watching him and seeing what people say in his chat, what they've been able to get away with and what they haven't been able to get away with, my generalization of Kelly is he has lived a lot of his life in a house. It's what we would call in the U.S., he's not very street smart to the lingo, that goes around. And it's proven it that because what these adults are making up is what teenagers would say on an elementary school ground to clown another kid. Now, someone on that mentality would pick up on it. Kelly, as a grown adult, is not familiar with these stupid names or the way that people put stupid stuff in comments. It's like he's never heard it, and he's never heard it, he's never witnessed it. And, you know, I've seen most teenagers that would pick up on that right away because that's what kids do. Him as an adult, I just don't think he's privy to that kind of stuff that people are doing in the world today. And some of these trolls, as you've all seen, I've witnessed it myself, they're really, really slick about how they do it. And it always gets under Kelly's radar. I mean, he Out of 10 insults put out, he might catch 1 if he's lucky. The other 9 are only because people have to make him aware of it. And you know, they got to say, hey, Kelly, reread what that guy said. And I caught on to that the other day when he said, well, I'm reading that. I've read it 3 times and I don't see anything wrong with it. And I'm sitting here thinking, okay, he's got the word black man and kill and all. Now, if you put that all together, what does that sound out? Like that,
Yeah.
To us, it was spelled out plain as day. But for whatever reason, someone like Kelly does not pick that up. It kind of makes you wonder why. And it would
it does make you wonder why, Nitro, because I know that you would get it on your, you would pick up on your live. I know Medic would on his, and Rob, you don't kind of tolerate any kind of racial stuff on yours either, do you?
No.
Oh, definitely not. Definitely not. There's no place in this world for racism. And everybody knows, because of the rules and guidelines of YouTube, you use any racial slurs or anything racial against any race. It doesn't have to be white, black, Asian, Hispanic. It doesn't matter. They have a strict tolerance of no tolerance on that whole venue. This is why you go to a lot of random channels and you see people type the N-word in there, and they won't do it all out as once. You ever see where they hit N, enter, I, enter, G, enter, G, enter, E, enter, R? They spell it out till somebody catches it. They think they can do it faster that way than putting the N-word all in one word, and that is a very common thing of what people will do to try to take down a channel. And then if the person doesn't catch it themselves, the host or the moderators, then them same people that are doing it will go right away and report that stream and report you for racism. That's how a lot of people nowadays are trying to get channels taken down, especially with the whole porn bombing thing. But back to Kelly. Yeah, you know, I always tried to teach him that it's like, you really need to pay attention to your chat, because it's gotten so far out of whack nowadays that it doesn't even make sense. How are you not catching some of this stuff when it is written out plain as day? But for whatever reason, he's not comprehending what people are doing. It's almost like, when you really think about it, he has to have the insult spelled out plain as day. If you do it in an innuendo or something else, he's not going to catch it. But if you catch it, or if he catches it, you know, plain as day, then he'll understand it. But that's why a lot of these guys in his chat are not doing that, because they know if they just put it blatantly, he's going to delete it or others will catch it. So they try to be slick and put it up in a whole different, you know, way of wording it, as you saw Audit in London when we were in there 2 days ago. That guy that kept coming in, putting that same shit out there. Kelly kept reading it, but he wasn't comprehending it until all of us got together and we're like, hey, Kelly, reread that, but slowly this time. That is a straight out racial slur.
Yeah, he needs about 5 people to agree before he listens to it. Look at this, Nitro, the real Sylvester Stallone, 5 million followers, says big up. Big up, Sylvester Stallone. Yogi's World, that's why we push chat when it happens on lives. Blue Sniffer, that's one with the woman eating shite, is worse than the midget one. Not sure what they're talking about there, but it sounds fun.
Yeah, talking about drinking.
Hopefully he never watch it. Nitro, I've seen it a dozen times now, unfortunately. Temmie, a very bad midget jersey. I heard Dino got done again last night. For F's sake, how's he still fall for it? Oh, the 2 girls, one is bad glue. None your business. Hey, ALW and chat, the stream is pumping. First time this channel. Big up Nunya. Toilet channel, one of the main mods on Kelly's. Lol. Jersey, he did Temmie every single time. Hey Nunya, big up Nunya. Sorry, just making sure that I acknowledge the chat. Mei Chong, Yogi, do you have the video where Film Boy made questionable comments on Asians on your channel? Oh, that sounds controversial. I don't know really what to say about what's happening in chat. But yeah, no, I was kind of wanting, I know he's probably tired, I was wanting Kelly to come on, but I know he may have been busy. I know he's got a cold at the moment, hasn't he? Yeah, but how are you guys? Whilst you're both on the channel, and this isn't for beef or drama or any of that, because you know me, I go live once a week, and well, the last month I've gone live once in a month. But you don't have to do it for doing its sake, and I'm not trying to stronghold or strong arm either of you. But you know that I've got a lot of respect for both of you, Nitro. And sorry, Rob, I'm kind of putting you like baby in the corner, like Dirty Dancing. Nobody puts baby in the corner. But I'd like if you could, and it's up to you guys, and maybe it'll happen anyway, that you and Medic can kind of be on the same level again, because you're both good guys, and I like both of you.
I'll tell you right now. I have no issues with Medic. I have no issues with anybody. I've phased myself out of all that bullshit. I've just gotten to the point where people can say what they want to say about me. It doesn't bother me. I've just gotten to the point where I'm not going to bicker and argue back and forth with people anymore, because this is just YouTube. When you start taking it seriously and it starts ruining friendships for whatever reason, whatever's going to happen is going to happen. But sometimes I've even learned myself, you just got to be the bigger person, walk away from it, let it go. And that's really a hard thing for me to do, because I'm not one of them people that are easily pushed around. Everybody that's known me for years knows I'm a very open person. What I have to say is what I have to say, whether you like it or not. I've gotten to the point where I'm going to be who I am. Others are going to be who they are, no matter how much you try to help them or change. They're only going to change if they want the help. It's just like, look at the whole scenario with me and Kelly. Okay, that led to a lot of bad beef, a lot of BS. Everybody knows that. Everybody watched it. Same thing with Medic when he made all the videos. I don't think the stuff was maliciously. None of us really ever did anything maliciously intended.
We clowned him with the content that he gave us, basically.
Exactly. All people did was use against him what he gave us. It's not like we made it up. We started it. But even with me and him going back and forth, I think one of the main reasons why I kept going at him the way I did is because he knew he was doing wrong. He knew he was boosting. I knew it. Medic knew it. Everybody knew it. And the problem with that is he tried to maintain his innocence for as long as he did, even though he was caught and he knew it, but he didn't want to admit to it, because like any other grown man, he felt that nobody would support him anymore. Nobody would do this. Nobody would do that. And I think why a lot of us kept pushing is he would take our help and tell us that he would stay on the straight and narrow. But then because he was so hung up on the views, the money, the numbers, when it all dropped down and he wasn't getting what he wanted, he went back to doing the same stuff that he always did. And a lot of us hated that. We put in a lot of effort and work to try to help the guy. There's nothing worse in the world when you invest time in someone that you're truly, genuinely trying to help, and they just kind of turn their back to you and tell you to F off every single time.
Back in your face, basically.
Exactly. And many of us said that we were done and through, but we always went back and tried to help them. It's a shame that this couldn't have happened earlier, because I really think Kelly now is, after 2 years of his channel being the way it is, he's starting to slowly catch on what is being done to him. But the main problem that he has is because not having an income, it's why he allows a lot of stuff to happen on his channel. If he blocks and bans everybody that has something negative to say or is not there for his best interest, he wouldn't have anybody. You've all seen it. Look at his number. I'll give you a prime example. When the drama was going on and all the travel trolls were in his channel, he could eventually get 25 to 30 people when the juicy stuff was going on. If you look at his channel now for the past 3 weeks, he's only averaging 10 to 13 people now. That's it. On a normal day, if no trolls come in, he'll have 10 to 13 people. Now, if the trolls come in, his numbers will go up, but they're not people that are there in his best interest. They're there to troll him, have a laugh, because that's what they've always done.
How did he get? Sorry, Nitro. How did he get 1,000 yesterday? Was that because he went live for 6 hours?
Boosting.
Well, I'm going to tell you like this. I'm not going to accuse him of anything, because every time I do, then the ass clowns out there want to say, oh, well, there's Nitro talking about Kelly on another panel. I'm not up here degrading him, but I'll tell you like this. I know what he's doing to get his numbers, okay? That's all I'm going to say. Medic, you know what he's doing. I think a lot of us know what he's doing.
Because he's hung up on the numbers and not realizing that having true supporters that are actually in there watching his content, commenting, he is boosting the numbers.
Yeah, he's as he wants to say in others, he's organically getting views. Okay, so you take that however as you will, but if you read between the lines, you know what he's doing, because when he wasn't doing it, he would only get 250 views. Now every single day that he goes live, he's getting 6, 8, 1,000. That is something he has never achieved. But if you think about it, how are you getting, let's say, 1,000 views a day, but you're only having 10 to 13 people come through your chat? Like, I don't want to make accusations. I'm not going to say this or say that, because I know I'll get attacked for it. But if you read between the lines, you know what's going on. And I know why he's doing it. I know exactly why he's doing it. He has seen that now. Let's take Barry, for example. All the drama is on Barry's channel. That's what everybody wants to hear. His death threats against Capio, the crime family, and all the other stuff that's going on. So as you've seen what's happened now, the majority of the trolls have all left Kelly's channel. Auditing London, you witnessed it. Look at all the tons of names that used to be in there 2-3 months ago before you took your little hiatus. When me and Medic were still getting along and we would pop in there and watch, we seen all the names that are in there. You notice how you don't see 90% of those names in there anymore? That's because they're all over in Barry's chat now, back to trolling him. They've gone back home to where they all came from. But the minute Barry is not live and Kelly fires up a live, what happens? 1 or 2 trolls will go in there, bring up Barry, get Kelly to talk about him, and then they all send out their messages to each other, say, hey, let's go over to Kelly's talking about Barry. Let's see what the drama is. It's a boring cycle. So with the views that he's getting now, it's not normal. That's all I'll say. I'm not going to accuse him of anything. I don't need to. I think everybody's smart enough to know what's going on. But the views aren't coming the way we get our views. Let's just say that, and we'll leave it at that.
His views to a degree are dropping because people don't like the content in terms of the subject matter that he's talking about. It's the same people all the time, and it's not really about his channel. It's about somebody else's channel. So what he's doing is actually promoting these other channels by constantly talking about them.
Barry the Bath.
Yeah, I mean, he's promoting Barry. He should be promoting himself, you know. And like what it channel fed up with the Barry and Capio talk.
Yeah, I've tried to tell Kelly that so many times. It's like, look, dude, you sit there and talk about him for hours. You're helping build his empire. You can't afford to do that. You need to build your own. Everybody's leaving you. Focus on coming up with your own topics. If you got to break out a piece of paper and a pen, jot down some stuff, the current stuff going on in the world, or, you know,
what's going on in DC. You know, what's going on in DC? It's a major city, for God's sake.
Exactly. But I mean, if you look at it, Barry or Capio or some other travel troll is mentioned in that chat every single time he goes live. Now, Medic can tell you, when me and Medic met him before he got involved with Barry, none of that was going on his channel.
No, that's true.
In fact, it was nothing but the Filipino crowd But then when Barry and his trolls started coming around, something I never thought I'd witness, for an American guy having 98% Filipino following, every Filipino left his channel.
Yeah.
One, because he wasn't buying the angel accounts anymore. They weren't getting paid, so they weren't going to come in. And two, most of the Filipino community, they're not up to par on American drama and how it works. So it bores them 5 minutes out of the gate. If they see that happening on a channel day in and day out, they just naturally phase themselves out of that channel. And that's what they did to Kelly when the whole Barry stuff came about. And it's sad to say, but Kelly's channel now is under the wing of Club Fillers Inc. name, that he can't get out from underneath that stigma. That's the problem.
Yeah, and he doesn't seem to be very consistent either. Like one day he'll go, "I'm done with him. He's no boss," and all of that, and then another day he'll be like, like Barry the boss, and he uses that kind of voice, and you're like, what?
Because it's a subject that's getting in views and people coming into the chat, and this is Kelly, and myself, no disrespect to Kelly. Kelly desperately wants the numbers, he wants the attention, and if that's what it takes, I mean, there was stuff going on in his chat the other day, and actually, I think it was Nitro and Toilet Channel were going at each other.
Big up, Goldie. Sorry.
And Kelly turned around and said, "It's not my battle," and just let them carry on. And to him, you see, that's content. It's stuff going on in his chat. He's got people there. So he ignores it. But what happens is the numbers start to drop off because people don't want to see that.
Well, and this is exactly what I was about to say, but you hit the nail on the head, Medic. What has happened in Kelly's channel is he will talk about whatever he can for so long till he starts just pissing in the wind. And he always claims that he wants positivity, no negativity. And he'll try to roll with that. But the minute he runs out of stuff to talk about, the minute a troll comes in, he'll let it happen and he'll roll with it. Just like when Toilet and me go at it. Kelly will sit there and say, "I don't want that in my channel," but he will use that to his advantage. And he's learning. I kind of give him credit for that. I mean, he's found a way to keep the conversation going, but it's how he's doing it. This is what I learned. He's failed to realize that you can't sit up on a panel and say, "I don't want no drama," but then you allow it to happen. You can't sit up on a panel and say, "This is all positivity here, no negativity," but then you allow the negative stuff. He'll say he doesn't want to hear about Barry or talk about Barry, but the minute someone mentions Barry and he gets Barry's name in his mouth, then he'll go on for the next 20, 30 minutes about Barry, and now he's back to just slandering Barry, how Barry's bad. And then 10 minutes down the road, he'll go to how Barry's a good guy, and he loves this channel. And it's like, when you really sit and analyze the things that Kelly talks about, it makes no earthly sense half the time what he's even trying to get across to his crowd. Because one minute you hate the guy, you don't want to be in his chat, but then you're sitting up on your panel talking about him nonstop. But yet you keep telling everybody, "I don't want to talk about Barry anymore." Well, you can't tell your people that you don't want to hear or talk about Barry when you yourself is bringing it up every single time. Like, you can't have it both ways. I think that's a lot of where he's really not comprehending that. So if you want to clean up your chat, you just have to finally say, "Look, no more Barry talk. I don't want to hear about Barry. If you bring Barry up, I'm just going to block and ban you." That's what I've had. See, that's exactly what I had to do on my channel, because I saw my channel starting to go in the same way, because me and Kelly were going at it for so long. I had to be the bigger person and step up and say, "You know what? I don't care if you're my closest friend or not. If you come into my channel after today," when I sat and I did a whole live stream and I said, "No more talking about Kelly, no more talking about Medic, poker, or any of the shit that we've all been involved in the past month or so.
Yeah.
The next person that comes in here and brings those names up, you're gone. Because if you bring it up and I allow it, then I fall right back into that routine And now I'm talking about it, and I'm going against what I said I wasn't going to do anymore. And I hate to have to ban and block people, but sometimes that's what you got to do, because people, I've seen it in my own channel where I said, this shit is done. I don't want to hear about it. I don't want to talk about it anymore. But the minute you say that, that's when the trolls are in the background watching your channel, and they're going to come underneath the name, and they're going to bring up that very fucking topic that you don't want to talk about, because that's their intention, to get you to go against your word and talk about what you said you didn't want to. And I had a lot of that going on in my channel. That's exactly what you're doing in Kelly's channel, only he hasn't caught on to it yet. Many of us have.
Yeah, what's happened is we've all fallen foul of the YouTube machine and control, because what happens is we lose sight of who we are in pursuit of this sort of supremacy of channels, trying to sort of build a channel. And it becomes the drama and the content, and everyone sort of feeds off it, and you start to lose who you are and what you're about, and being focused on all this crap all the time. I'm not directing that at you. I'm saying, in generally speaking, when you look across YouTube channels, there's always someone got a beef with somebody. It's always being talked about, and as a content creator, you start to pull away. I mean, my channel, since I've concentrated more on my content rather than being involved in all the drama, it's growing. And like you said with your channel, yours was starting to sort of spiral with a downward direction because of it. And I think we fall into that trap.
Well, I can say it's been nearly a month now. I've kept to my word. I don't beef with Kelly. I don't talk about anybody. Actually, my live stream today, everybody had brought that up and was commending me on it, that I finally let everything go. And that's what I've told everybody. I said, look, it's gotten to the point where YouTube, everybody would agree, it's all about the clicks and the views. Yeah. We've all fallen in to do whatever we can do to get the clicks and the views. Yeah. At the end of the day, your content, how you carry yourself, is what's going to speak for itself. If you're bringing up others for the clicks and the views, that's only going to last a short time. And it has on all of our channel. We've all done it. We're all guilty of it. I don't think anybody can sit up here and say that we haven't gone a little overboard on whatever we could do to build our channels. Yeah. And that's where I had to start looking at my channel, and I said, you know what do I really have to accomplish? I'm just going to speak for myself, not anybody else, but I've seen what it's like to make a ton of money on my channel. I've seen what it's like to have tons of viewers in my channel, whether it came from drama or not. I've achieved all those things. I've seen what my channel was like in the beginning years ago when there was no BS. I wasn't making any money. It was a lot more fun to me then, and that's what I've tried to get my channel back to. And the only way I could do that is I just got to say to myself, you know what? To hell with the Kelly bullshit. If he wants to boost, he wants to do whatever, I don't need to expose him for it anymore. We've done it enough. Everybody knows what he's done, what he's been doing. How long are we going to cover it for? The next 3-4 years? Eventually doing that has driven a lot of people out of my channel that were good people that were coming to my channel in the beginning to just enjoy the RC content. I've had people physically write me emails and say, look, I've been one of your hardest core supporters, but I no longer watch your channel because all you do is go on about Kelly, Kelly, Kelly. And I said, you know what? You're right. I had to sit back and look at a lot of my old live streams, and a lot of this shit I did was unnecessary. I probably should have let it go a long time ago, but we all got trapped in it.
Yeah.
It's like when Medic was making all the funny videos. We all watched them. We all laughed at them. We indulged it. A lot of panels that all of us were on got away from the normal talk, and it became all about Kelly and what he was doing.
Showing Kelly all the time. Yeah.
When you think about it, some of the channels that we were all part of and got up on panels, if it wasn't for the Kelly talk, that channel wouldn't have had nothing to talk about. And now that we're not talking about it, you're starting to see it where people are struggling what to talk about. Because a lot of times it was me and Medic up on other panels talking about him, and that filled the airspace where the hosts themselves really didn't have to do a whole lot.
Yeah.
Now you take that away, it's like them starting all over again with new content. It's like, okay, now everybody's done with the Kelly drama. What are we going to do now? I started seeing that in my own channel where I said, okay, enough is enough. Let people be what they want to be, do what they want to do. If it works for them and gets them the clicks and views that they're so adamant about, okay, cool. Eventually people will catch on to what's going on, and they'll probably do what me and Medic have done. We no longer make videos about them. We no longer talk about them. We moved on from it. You let bygones be bygones. You just try to move forward and do your own content.
Yeah.
The sausage tonight. I was the designated. Go on, I'll give you the link. Go on, Tunes. I'm just having Tunes on. I ain't having no other fucker on, bro. You gotta come on and explain your behaviour, because otherwise I'm fucking, bro, I'm lighting you up, Tunes. I'm sorry, mate. I'm sorry. You know, I stopped fucking posting about you or like mad shit on my YouTube Idiots channel, bro. Fucking hell, man. Trying to take it easy on you, Tunes, right? But you're doing it yourself. You're leaving me with no choice, bro. You know, I don't want to be a cunt to you, bro. Tunes, put a camera on so I know it's you a sec. I'm not going to put you on. Tunes, put the camera on. Yeah, go on, turn it off. Turn it off. Right, Tunes, don't say anything, right? Let me speak for 15 seconds. I'll mute up and you can, right? Look, I like... Yeah, Tunes, I like you, right? But I gotta be brutally honest, right? You act
listen,
like a
Miss
fucking
Mellon,
divvy online.
if
Why
I
are you
knock
acting
you on
like a
your
divvy?
ass, you little skinny cunt. When you gonna have a shave? When you gonna get rid of that flavour saver? Who has a moustache in this fucking day and age? Do you know what I mean?
Well, you want to roast my moustache? Oh, he wants to roast my moustache, do you,
This guy,
Tunes? It's
skinny
like
boy.
that, is it?
Skinny boy. Oh, yeah. How can you say I'm as
Tunes,
big
you
as
haven't
Dodgy
got
Dave?
the
Man, as big as
right
you.
now, have you?
Say that again, sorry?
Tunes, do you have the hump right now? Because if you have,
The
right, and it's
hump.
affecting your
The
mental health,
hump.
I'll leave you
No,
alone.
I haven't got the hump. I
But
just see
you know
you
what?
call
You
me
know,
you
right?
called
If
me a
I
donut,
wanted
didn't
to, I
you?
could
To
roast
expose
you,
her,
bro.
you little plum, didn't you? You little minge.
Say that again. Can you repeat yourself?
I
Sorry.
said you called me a donut, didn't you? To expose her, you little plum.
Yeah, but look, it was constructive criticism, Tunes. It's nothing personal, not a character.
Listen, if I met you in person, I'd fucking break your jaw, your ribs, everything. You're a little plum.
Tunes, look, right,
You're a
I
little
would
plum that
slap
takes
you
out
up
the
and
bum and
down. I wouldn't
Anyway,
want
I'll
to
be back
punch
in a
you,
minute.
right?
I'll
Because
be
I
back
wouldn't
in a
want to
minute.
hurt
Say
you,
your
Tunes,
piece.
and that's not
Pussy boy.
personal, bro. But
Hey,
look,
hey, who do you
as
think
I
you are?
said,
An
look,
assassin. You've been
it's up to
watching
you how
too
you
many
take this
films, haven't
constructive
you, you
criticism
mims?
on. You're heading for a massive fucking roast, right? And I'm dying to just activate all my clipping channels, but I don't want to be a cunt to you because I know it'll affect you really bad. That's why I've been laying off you. Can you give me one reason now why I shouldn't?
Well, I've
The
had to
floor's
go in the
yours.
kitchen, otherwise I'm going to get told off because I'm being a bit loud.
Dex, hang on, Tunes. I've got someone in the background who wants to talk to you.
Who is it? It ain't that
Hang
Kieran
on.
prick with sin. I'm just going to send him the fuck off because he's a big, fat, sweaty cunt and looks like the honey
Right,
monster.
look, you two try and sort your beefs out now, right?
You
Look,
fat bastard. You fat bastard.
Evening, John.
Babe.
evening, brother. Hope you're well. Look, Kieran and Tunes, look, right? You two are going back and forth all the time, right? And look, it's only YouTube, right? I know Tunes is an absolute dickhead, right? And I know,
How can you call me a
Kieran is an
dickhead? Look
absolute
at you.
gentleman and he's
Look
got
at what
kids.
you
You
do.
need
This
to sort
dickhead
it
will
out, bro.
fucking knock you out, you fucking little skinny cunt.
Tunes, the only thing you're
Go on,
knocking out,
son.
right,
Go
is
and put some weight
masturbation,
on.
brother.
Go and get
So,
down
come
the
on.
gym, you fucking little wet wipe. Hey, what are you laughing for, fat boy? Hey? Old dipstick. Hey? Old fat boy at the back.
He's fucking mad, Tunes, isn't
Fat
he?
boy. I'll get you soon. Fucking fat cunt. You fat bastard. I'll dance all round you and fucking knock the shit out of you, you fat fucking
You
piece of
wouldn't
shit.
knock. You couldn't knock a wank out.
Yeah,
You
and
fucking big
you call
nose
me a
pudding.
grass.
Shut
You're the
up.
grassing cunt, ain't you?
On the
Friend
grass,
me,
yeah.
and then
Yeah.
tell everyone, show everyone fucking
Yeah.
messages and all that.
Why would you go online
You know
and
what I
say
mean?
I'm a drug dealer, Grass?
What do you mean? Right, listen.
Why would you go online and say I'm a drug dealer, Grass? Answer the question. Quick.
Fat boy. Right?
See, John, you can't answer the question.
No, listen to me.
Why would you say I was a drug dealer online, Grass?
Because you are, well, if you call me
Because I am.
Mr. Drug Dealer.
Mr. Drug Dealer, Mr. Grass. You are, Mr. Grass.
How the fuck can you be a drug dealer? Look at the fucking size.
I'm not a drug dealer. I'm not a drug dealer, but you keep saying I am, don't you, Grass?
You're Billy Bullshit. That's who you are.
Did you call me out for a fight, Darren? Did you call me out for a fight?
Yeah, come and see me. Come and see me.
No. Did you call me out for a fight?
I will punch you straight
in
your
Did you call me out for a fight, Grass?
Right, I got to interject. Tunes, is there any way we could sort this out through the medium of a dance off, lad?
You can't sort that with him. You sort that with him, and then 5 minutes later he says something.
You're a Grass.
Again.
John, I love you, brother. I can't be on a panel with Grasses, bro. When he's saying I'm a drug dealer online, he's called me out for a fight. I'll give him the location. He shipped his knickers from PD earlier when PD stuck it on him.
I'm going to dedicate, right?
John, I love you, brother.
Next Saturday.
Let's roast him, the little fucking big-nosed gimp.
Ah, you fat bitch tits.
Love you, John. See you later, bro.
Yes, we got Monk on the panel.
What's happening, the Monk?
Go on, then. Speak your mind, Monk.
John, bro, I've just been blocked in your fucking chat, man.
You joking? Boy, wait
I've
there.
been timed out, bro. And all I said.
Right, do me a favour, jump off, comment in my last video, and I'll unblock you. I don't know who the fuck done that, but mods, man, we don't block Monk, bro. Come on.
John, all I said was, does anybody want to borrow a hammer? That's all I said.
Monk, I'll have a look who it is, right? And I'm removing their spanner and I'll replace it with a hammer for you, lad. I'm so sorry. Monk, I do apologise for that. Spanners will be taken and I will refund you your hammer, sir. Jump back in the chat, comment on my last video, right, so I can unblock you, okay, lads?
All right, I'll do it now, bro. Cheers, John.
Yeah, I'll mod you up. I'll give you a mod so it don't happen again, all right? Just don't use the spanner under any condition.
Are we gonna talk about fucking the honey monster then?
Right, Tunes, look, right? It's not personal, right? What's stopping me?
Oh, shut up. You ain't a fucking assassin. It's not personal.
Tunes, I can roast you, boy. Wait there, hang on, can I just say
roast me? You're a little skinny cunt. You can do
it's not personal. I could roast you. Wait there, look, can I
just... What
do
you mean roast me? You can't roast anyone. You're a fucking idiot. You're like that Pepperami, ain't you?
Tunes, look, right, I can roast you, right, on a panel by myself, right? It only takes me not even an hour.
Like coming on panels because they mute me. Look, he just muted me. That's the only way you win the argument,
again, my apologies. That won't happen again.
You're a wanger. You're a little skinny cunt. Let's take this out the arse.
Tunes, I'm 8.5 stone. I weighed myself the other day. How can I put
on? I know.
You got any advice?
You'll go flying, won't you? You turn sideways, poke your tongue out. You look like fucking Zip, wouldn't you? You can't.
Oh, Tunes, I can't help but to love you, lad.
You are funny, ain't you? You are funny, do you know what I mean? Little minge. Anyway, we're roasting each other in a minute. Let's talk about Kieran, yeah? The honey monster. So he befriended me, yeah, on Xbox, and I told him a lot of personal information, and then he started telling the whole of YouTube, yeah? So who's the fucking Grass?
Yeah, but look, I'm not backing anyone up, Tunes, right? But look, right, I'll give you an example. I've been on YouTube for 3 years. I've been doxxed constantly, right? I've been trolled.
Your mic's gone. Your mic's gone.
Word victim claim, right? I'll give you an example. I spoke to Expo behind the scenes right there, hang on, right? And I said, bro, look, I'm getting trolled on all fucking platforms, right? What do I do? And he said, John, don't jump online and say anything about it, right? He said, just crack on like it haven't happened. And you know what? Right? Best thing I've ever fucking done, mate. Best thing I've done, right? Just don't tell anyone. Tunes, don't tell anyone your personal information, right? And just be careful who you trust and try not to take it personal.
Yeah, well, that's what he is. He's a manipulator. It's not just me he's done it to. He done it to that Benji geezer as well, didn't he?
Yeah, look, I'm not backing Benji in any shape or form, right? Look, but I found something out about Benji. Look, right, he had a personal tragedy, and I'm not backing him up in any shape, form, iota, right? All I can say is, look, right, what he had a fucking, like, a death in his family, right? And if that's something I don't want to, like, because it's personal, or, you know, something like that happened to me, bro, I'd be fucking
You
doing
got to
10
stop
times
saying that.
worse
You
shit.
ain't an assassin, John. You're just a little skinny fucking someone that breeds dogs.
I
You're a
am.
business
I'm not
guy,
joking, right? People think I'm like 6 foot tall, or, bruv, I'm genuinely, right, 4'3".
You ain't 4'3". Stop
I
bullshit.
fucking swear to God I am, mate. I'm 4'3".
Nah, you're not 4'3". You probably
Bruv,
ain't
I'm
even
not a
half that.
midget,
You know, you're
right?
probably bigger
Look,
than
you
eight
know,
and a
you
half
get
stone.
really big midgets, like really stocky big midgets, right? And then you get them really small midgets with bow leg. I'm not any degree of midget or flamidamite, but I am actually
Yeah, but to be honest,
4'2".
you know when you had that flower suit thing on, or that, well, I don't know, in the army they
There
call them
you go.
apple
Can you see how
you look
small the
like you
bowl
had a bit of a
was and
belly,
my
to be
feet?
honest. You look like you had a bit of a pot belly.
No, man. I mean, look how small the bowl is. My feet. I got size 3 feet, tunes. I got
Right?
size 3 feet.
You got what?
My feet are size 3 tunes. That's the God's honest
Yeah.
truth.
No way you're a size 3 feet.
Fucking I am, bro. That's why I got to have them dogs for me, and I walk around with protection dogs, tunes. Oh, I just whacked my fucking knee. Oh my God, hang on. Oh, that's why my feet are so small, tunes. Fuck, I just stubbed my toe bean. It's teeny in his tunes. You thick cunt. Course I'm not 4'2". You fucking Wally. What's wrong with you,
Who are you calling a
tunes?
Wally? You're an arsehole. I've got the missus in here, so you know what I mean. I've got to be a bit quiet, so just keep it down a bit.
Wait, there, my signal's gone. Tunes, don't forget I had a rubber leg for fucking 20 months.
You need to sort your McDonald's Wi-Fi out, don't you? I bet you on the neighbours'
And I
Wi-Fi.
was years of age, bruv. The rubber leg, and I was threatening to go out YouTube and fucking. But the next day, I was going out fucking jogging, bruv. Work that out, tunes. God, man. This shit is fucked up, people.
Mate, what are you talking about? You need to sort
Right
your
there,
internet.
tunes.
You kick me
Yeah,
off,
I know
I'll
my
just go
signal's
live
going.
and
Can
do a
you hear
live
me now?
about you.
Tunes, look, you talk about me all the time. Look, I
Right,
don't
mate.
go live every day, right? All I gotta
I don't
do,
talk
right,
about
is,
you. I've
and
mentioned
you
you
know
once
me,
or
I can go
twice. You ain't
brutal on you. I'll
important enough.
call you out on your racist behaviour. Right, look, I'll
Oh,
have,
you're bringing that
bro,
up again.
look, I can just, to fuck
Ooh,
with your mental
that was
health,
like
right? I'll
9
just
months
pump it
ago,
out
wasn't it?
on all of my clipping channels for a week, right? Get you raging, and then I'll do a
What, so
live,
you
right?
ain't
And then
4'2"
you'll
then?
do a live saying you're leaving YouTube. Yeah, but really, you're not going to leave YouTube because we need you, tunes. We
But
need
what are you talking
absolute
about? The
dopey
only reason I
fuckers like
come
you in
back
our
is because I
lives.
see from a 30-second clip I got 500 views, and I thought, oh, you know what I mean? Harry, you know what I mean, Harry?
No, I mean, I did some pretty good tunes. Oh,
Wait,
but
hang
I
on,
can't help but to like you. Tunes, do you know what? Loads of people speak to me all the time, right? And say, look, go brutal on tunes, right? Go brutal on him and that.
Yeah. What do you mean, go
When you
brutal?
gonna fight Julian anyway? Fuck that, right? I don't like calling him by his name because I don't want to give him publicity. I'd like to call him the
No, he
Basildon
can't. He
Banger.
can't come on. He can't come on YouTube, can he? No more.
Why not?
It's not for me to say. Well, Kieran, my wife's in the kitchen, so behave. Yeah.
I know, boys. Look, I'm not saying like old hands or whatever, right? But just you don't have to be friends. Just try and coexist and that. Look, we've all been trolled personally, right? And we've all trusted people and we've fallen out with people, right? Look, it's a demographic and a dynamic. Be bigger men and all this. Look, like with me and Dodgy Dave, right? Me, Dodgy Dave, and Expo, right? I was roasting them, right, for a month in, and to me it got a little bit boring, and I'm like, why am I wasting my time,
What
right,
are
on
you
a fat
talking about? They
bastard and
was
another guy
roasting
with a
you
wonky
the other
nose?
way round, Smith.
We tasted that.
They was
No.
Tunes,
roasting
look,
you.
stop licking hoop. It don't suit you, lad, right? Try and speak to Kieran,
Hey,
right,
I
and
ain't licking
chat with him.
anyone's hoop.
Over to you, boys.
I
Right.
ain't licking anyone's hoop. Right, my missus is in here, so.
Yeah, so shut up.
Ooh.
Oh, gone quiet.
Go on, Mrs. Tunes. Fair play. I like that, man. She's the boss, bro. That's like in my house. Mrs. Smith is the boss in my house, bro. Tunes. In the real world, and I said it to Expo on my live, I said, I know you're a good dad, right? And I know you're a good husband, and I know you love your missus. Yeah, so that's why I can't do it to you, bro. Do you know why? Because in the real world, I know you're a good dad, and you're a good husband, mate.
Tunes. All right, Smith, do you like Tom Jones?
Yeah, speak to Keenan. Just speak to him.
Tunes.
Excuse me, go on.
What personal information did I put out about Benji?
About the messages and that when he was trying to get money off you and all that shit.
Yeah. I just put out a message because he tried denying that he was fleecing Tracy. That's all. So I just said, "No, you were trying to fleece me at the same time, you cunt," which he was. So that's all I put out. So I didn't put any personal information out about him. I just put out a message to prove that he was fucking ponting on YouTube.
It's being a grass, though, isn't it?
Being a grass, you're going to think what you're doing. That's not being a grass.
Take money off Tracy, and he took Kieran's weaknesses. Kindness is a weakness, and I'm not going to back fucking Benji in any shape or form. What he done was a bit of a wrong move, right?
Listen, I'll be honest. Benji first messaged me online asking about going to see fucking Decker Heggie, and I told him to get to fuck. Was I going to see Decker, right? Then about a month later, he messaged me asking for money. And then Tracy come out saying he was asking her and he denied it. And I said, bollocks, because you was asking me at the same time. And he was like, no, I was a fault, you're lying. So I proved I wasn't lying. So I didn't put out anything personal. And I haven't said anything personal about you because when I spoke to you, I didn't befriend you. I don't know why you keep saying that. We ripped each other to pieces in the chat. Yeah? You told me you played Xbox. I told you I played it. We added each other and we played online. I didn't befriend you to get info out of you because I didn't get any info out of you.
Of course you did. That's what you did.
What info did I get out of you?
Well, we've been saying a lot of shit about me on the internet, haven't you?
I've only been saying on the internet what you've done on the internet, Tunes, which is what everyone else says.
You spoke about some of the things we spoke about on Xbox.
Well, I spoke about one thing which I'm not going to say. But you...
You're not going to say it now. Huh?
All right, I will say it. He called you a drunk cunt.
And you're a fat cunt.
Yeah, brilliant. But I'm not a drunk cunt. She is, yeah. But let her carry on. All right.
Go on, Mrs. Tunes. Go on, Mrs. Tunes. She don't take Keenan. You got to give it to Miss Tunes. She ain't taking no shit.
Oh, mate, listen, I'll give it to her.
There, man. Pick up Miss
I'll give it to her. I'll give it to her. She's got a mouth, but she's got to have a mouth. Look who she lives with.
Go on, boys. I love it.
But listen, the facts are, Tunes.
How do you feel about all this whole situation? I want everyone.
Why you turn it off?
To get along.
John, I can't. Do you know what, John? I've gave this fucking idiot enough chances.
You little prick. And I never said she was a drunken.
I'm trying to speak. Let me speak, and then I'll let you speak, dickhead.
Fuck you little cunt. Come and see me. And let me fucking cut you up, you little cunt.
You ain't cutting up nothing, you fucking punk. Shut up.
What, like when you used to get your knives out? And
you ain't. I never got no knives out, dickhead.
Don't be like that. Come on,
start bullshit.
Go on, have you say, Tunes. Go on.
Bullshitting cunts.
Go on, Tunes. Have you say. Go on, let it out.
He's just a lie. He's a bullshit.
Let it out, Darren. Let it out. Go on.
This one owes me money. Look, this is what I'm going to do to him, and then he's showing me like a combat knife and all that.
I never said such thing, mate. I ain't got no combat knives. I'm fucking 40 years old, you idiot.
You're a little bullshitter. You ain't no drug dealer. You're just a plum.
I'm no drug dealer. No, you're right. I'm not a drug dealer, Darren. I'm not.
I can introduce you to proper drug dealers.
I never said I was a drug dealer. You did.
Yeah, and I've said that fucking about, and then you said, "Oh, you're a grass."
You said that fucking about. You said that fucking about. You say a lot fucking about. You say a lot fucking about, don't you?
You used to sell gas, didn't you?
I used to sell gas.
Used to sell like energy and all that shit, innit?
John, do you want to buy some gas?
You know what I mean? The energy. And
I used to sell gas.
What's wrong
what
with
a
you?
fucking
cunt. You can go fuck yourself.
I used to sell gas.
You're
you fucking idiot.
You're
idiot.
come and say it to my face then. Come on, come and see me. Come and see me and
Tunes,
see what
I've
happens.
already told you.
Tunes!
I've even
Tunes,
said you've got family and acne and
you
all that.
fucking nutcase.
Come on, we'll go acne. We
Get
get
Miss
rat
Tunes, you want to buy some gas?
Tunes back
Yeah,
on.
I've
Let me
been rat
talk to
pool.
her.
We get rat pool
The
as well, yeah?
What's wrong with you, Tunes?
You want to buy some gas? I'll sell you some gas, Tunes.
No, I want a couple of lions. You're gonna
Mrs.
sort me out some
Tunes,
gear.
why?
You ain't got the money for it,
I
Tunes.
know
You're
for a fact.
skint.
No, what do you think, man? I ain't got the money for it. I thought you were like,
He's
you know,
nothing
you
like
give
this
me
in
for
real
nothing.
life. Do
That's
you know
how
why
I
I know
beat
this?
You ain't got the
Mrs.
money
Tunes?
for it. You wear Mackenzie
Because you
tracksuits. You
wheeled
ain't
him
buying
in
no
straight
nines.
away and he was
Yeah,
quiet and he
got loads
listened
of
to
money.
you.
Yeah, that's my new career, John. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go down a job centre. I'm going to say I want to be a drug dealer because Kieran, he gets loads of holidays and
What are
everything.
you on
He's got
about?
loads of money. That's the
Like
profession
what
I want to
are you
do.
thinking? When you're
Then I
laying in
thought, oh
bed,
fuck,
you
I
think
can't
of
do that. I've
Kieran
got kids
selling
in the
10
house. I'm
bags.
not a no good wrong
Fuck's
cunt like
sake,
you.
Tunes, man.
John!
Oh,
Right, John,
God,
you sound like
you
you're
got
getting
to
shagged up the
Tunes.
arse every
Keenan,
time
he's
you
funny,
fucking
isn't he?
He's
scream and shout.
funny, ain't he? He's funny.
He ain't
You
funny.
are.
He's a fanny.
You are funny, Darren.
But what's
God.
that, Kieran?
Family man. I'm not a drug dealer. I'm a family man. I've got a wife. I've got a
You
fuckload of
can't help
dogs.
yourself, can you?
But
Kieran, his channel, right, is for people who share children's images, right, racist who call, and I can say because I'm, right, my grandparents, my great grandparents, right, gypsy Pakistanis, yeah, and Roma Serbian gypsy, right, and he's there calling. Look, he has people on his panel saying the N word and the Paki word and racist words, right? Look, Tunes, we tried to sort it out with you, right, but bruv. You have doxers, people who share child images on your channel. Yeah, you have wrongings. You have people who lie on your channel. Bruv, yeah, I don't want to do it to you, Tunes, right? But I might just fucking like let you stew on it all week. I'll let you go live, right? And I'll pump all. And Kieran, I will do it and all, bro. It's about time it happens to him, mate. Because
John, do you know what, mate?
And I'm not victim claiming on it, but he's a wronging channel, Kieran.
John, listen, mate. Me and him started speaking to each other just by abusing him. Like he'd call me a fat cunt in the chat, and I'd say, "Yeah, you're an ugly bastard with a big nose." And I felt bad for him because at the time everyone was fucking going in on the geezer. Tunes, when he's sober, he ain't bad. He's still a bit of a dickhead, but he ain't bad. Do you know what I mean? But when he's had a drink and he's got all these little assholes in his ear telling him to fucking say all this stuff, and yeah, Kieran's a drug dealer, and he has, like you say, people on there saying the fucking N word and the P word, and he's just a fucking idiot. He's just a 50-year-old idiot, and he's that wrapped up in YouTube. He's now getting his wife in the back screaming. Fucking hell, do you know what I mean? Get a fucking grip of yourself. Listen, I've said from the start, John, I'm not an hard man. I'm not a drug dealer. I'm a fucking big fat cunt.
Lad.
I've got loads of kids. I've got loads of dogs. I've got a missus that fucking whinges in my ear constantly. You do fucking moan at me all the time, yeah? And
but everything
I've
you
said
just
from the
said,
start, I'm never going to go and fight anybody on YouTube. I'm never going to fight anyone on YouTube, John, ever. I'm not risking my freedom.
I'd be embarrassed, bro.
I'm not risking my
I
freedom
fucking seen someone on YouTube
for
hitting a
YouTube.
person, I knocked him out. Why? I'd be embarrassed.
John, I went to a fight in the woods that weren't a fight. It was pathetic. And do you know what my missus said to me when I got back? What the fuck was you doing even involved in that, you embarrassment?
I know we're like fucking hell, we're knocking on, we're technically getting like old men, we're in our 40s. We got like kids, like you just said, I can relate to that. I got 6 kids here, right? The dogs, I got dogs and puppies here. Do you know what I mean, right? That's why all our algorithms brought us together, right? Because we all got similar traits. we all got similar interests. And I'll be honest, like you said, I know Tunes, right, when he's not on one, can be a lovely fella, but...
John, this is how much of a homosexual I am. Look, I'm sitting here. What are you drinking? A fucking strawberry daiquiri. Look at this. I'm drinking a fucking mojito.
Exactly, that proves how old and fucking boring we've become, lads.
On a Saturday night, I'm sitting here like an absolute fucking homosexual arguing with a 50-year-old with a big nose on YouTube drinking a mojito.
Oh, it's been
what a fucking loser. My missus is sitting there opposite me playing Sky Bet, looking at me in absolute dismay, thinking, you loser.
Daniel, Kieran, you're getting it hard in this chat here, lads. There's a lot
good,
of
mate, good. Good.
Look, we got Kieran was hiding under his bed. What else we got? Wait there, Kieran, let's have a look.
John, I'm hurt by that comment.
A few here, they want beef. We got Gavin Cleary. Kieran, you are one helmet, man. Well, jump on and have it out with him, people.
Thank you, Gavin, for the kind words.
Oh,
hope you're enjoying your weekend, Gav.
In the chat. Wait there, hang on. You gotta love Smackhead Stacey.
Oh, she's funny. She is funny.
She's always watching.
Where's the TV remote? I want to watch that Wrexham thing with fucking Ryan Reynolds.
Look, even my mod, Kieran, look, it goes two of the gayest babies ever. John and Kieran got umbrellas in their drinks. Bruv, JC, that's how we're rolling, bro.
Living the dream. Living the dream.
Man's busy all week. Man ain't got time to do fuck all except have a strawberry daiquiri. And what was your one?
I'm on the mojitos, John.
The mojitos, I love it. I love it,
I'm on the 4% mojitos.
Oh, wait, 2 seconds. Hang on. We got to change the plan. Smackhead Stacey, I seen that video about that imaginary bricklayer you put out, lads. And Stacey, my darling, I got to say, I'm not happy with Chris the Brick. How fucking dare he have a go at our mermaid, man?
Yeah, he's always on her, isn't he?
You know what, Roy?
He's always on her.
I didn't.
Is that my signal or his? What's his signal?
Chris the Brick's all right, but he's a victim claim and he's always been wronged, haven't he?
John!
Can you hear me?
I'm going to go, my friend. I'm going to go and watch the rest of this.
Yes.
I'm watching this on Disney Plus, mate.
Kieran,
so I'm going to go.
Sending love to the missus.
Thanks for letting me on, John. Enjoy the rest of your weekend, mate.
Look after yourself. Take care, sir.
Right, so that's it for this afternoon. So I might be going live later if I go to the gym, and that's a big if. But I might do no video tomorrow because I'm going to my mum's, and there'll be no video on Thursday as well because I'm going to the funeral. So I'll be back on Friday, but I'll let you know beforehand anyway. So that's it for this afternoon. I'll update you if anything else happens, and I'll see you tomorrow.
Rising Shane, it's good afternoon time. Live and direct from the YouTube side.